We're learning more about Rondisha Belton, the young woman from Buffalo who was killed in the crowd surge at Sunday's concert at Main Street Armory. Danielle Gallen says she's been friends with Belton since she was 9 years old. She adds she's heartbroken her friend has passed away. Gallen says Belton wanted her to go to the GloRilla concert in Rochester, but she wasn't able to make it. Gallen says she's now trying to process a life without her best friend, who was also the mother to a 3-year-old boy.
When I found out, I was like in complete shock, like not my best friend. Like I can't, that's something that I would never be able to accept. It was definitely unexpected. I did not expect to get that phone call.
Belton worked for the Buffalo Traffic Violations Agency. Buffalo Mayor Byron Brown talked about her death this afternoon, saying her supervisor and co-workers are devastated. Today, we learned the name of the second victim, Brandy Miller. The 35-year-old lived here in the city.
A third victim remains in critical condition tonight. 7 others were hurt but have since been released from the hospital. And it's likely that for many of those attending this concert, this has been very traumatizing for them. Mackenzie Misson joins us now live at the Armory with advice from those dealing with the aftermath. Mackenzie.
Yes, Adam, we spoke with one woman today about how the GloRilla concert reminded her of the experience she had on 9/11.
Sunday night's GloRilla concert at the Main Street Armory ended in disarray as fans left the show. Glenda Vasquez was there that night with her boyfriend, and she says it was chaotic.
Once GloRilla had sang her last song, the lights turned on, and that's when everybody started walking towards, I guess, what it was, the exit. So we kind of just went through the crowd, but I ended up moving back because it was getting too crowded. So somehow we ended up by a door, and that's when we heard like someone behind me screaming. Trying to get out and make sure that, you know, if I would have seen someone on the floor or anyone hurt, I would have tried to help. And I know that me trying to do that, it could have caused me to get hurt. So I was hoping that I didn't see something so...
Vasquez says it reminds her of where she was on 9/11. She says both experiences were traumatic.
I was trying not to get paranoid and stuck because I noticed that I ended up stopping at one time and kind of just looked around, and that's when he grabbed me and pulled me just because I was stuck. I didn't know which way to go or what to do.
Lieutenant Greg Bello says to prepare for potential emergencies at large events like this, you should always be aware of where your exits are. And in the case you do find yourself in a crowd surge situation, he offers this advice.
Turning yourself sideways, moving at diagonals so you can get through the crowds a little bit easier, a little bit smoother, and find those open spaces off to the side. Always be careful about dropping to pick things up. If you drop your keys or untie your shoes or something along those lines, putting yourself into that potentially dangerous situation of not being stand-up.
As for Vasquez, she sees a long road to recovery. Her advice is to be mindful of what you bring.
We'll learn more how to be more careful, what to wear, because sometimes if you wear heels, it's hard to run. So yeah, you want to look cute and sexy and all that, but let's imagine if something like this happens again. Are you going to be able to run?
We spoke with URMC as well, and psychiatrists there say if you are experiencing trauma, you should seek help from friends and family. And if the problem progresses, you should talk to some professionals. Live in Rochester, Mackenzie Mislin, News 8.
Mackenzie, thank you. For more trauma resource information that Mackenzie was just telling us about, we have links and numbers for you over in this article at rochesterfirst.com.